first thing you do to solve a quadratic inequality is you need to get 0 on one side, and it's easier to interpret if you get 0 on the right-hand side. And then what you do is use the quadratic formula or factor to solve this thing, and what you're getting here is your critical numbers. And I'll tell you in a minute what that means. So set it equal to 0 to get your critical numbers. And then if you set each one of these equal to 0, you're going to get a 0, and that's going to give you x equal -3. X plus 2 equals 0. It's going to be x equal -2. And you take these critical numbers and you put them on a number line. So now your number line is broken into 3 pieces. And what you want to figure out is, if you choose numbers from each interval, does it give you a positive number or a negative number? Excuse me. So you're going to choose a number, let's say 0. 0 is up here, that's easy to choose. And you're going to plug it in here. And I do not care about the value, only the sign. If you plug a 0 in x plus 3, you get a positive number. If you plug a 0 in x plus 2, you get a positive number. A positive number times a positive number is a positive number. Let's repeat that process and check this middle interval. And let's use -2.5. If I choose -2.5 and plug it in here, I get a positive number. If I choose -2.5 and plug it in here, I get a negative number. Positive times negative is a negative. If you check this interval on the far left, let's use -4. If you plug -4 in here, -4 plus 3 is a negative. -4 plus 2 is a negative. And what's a negative times a negative? A positive. Okay, so you've got it, and for quadratic, the signs are always going to alternate. And the reason -3 and -2 are called critical numbers, because as you pass through, on one side it gave you a positive number, and on the other side it gave you a negative. So that's why they're called critical. Now, what you do now is you go back to your standard form. Go back to your standard form, which is this, where you got 0 on the right. And you ask yourself, am I looking for positive numbers or negative numbers? And I'm looking for numbers that are greater than 0, which are positive. So now look at your number line, and where is it positive? Here and here. That's your solution. So that's -infinity up to -3, and you use a parenthesis because you're not including the endpoint. And then your connector is the union symbol. And then you get this piece up here that's going to be -2 to +infinity. That's your solution.